Good people, good people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's that time of morning. It is that time of morning. It is time to be amazing, time to be great, time to be fantastic. I like to drag it out. Fantastic. I'm trying to set up my IG right now. Um, if you are not up and excited about facing this day, you need to find a reason. You need to find two reasons to be excited about today. And I don't know how you're going to find it, but I suggest you do, and I'm going to tell you why. In this moment right now, there's somebody I know that is going through some amazing things that is it's hard to explain. It's hard for them to deal with. It's hard for them to deal with. But at the end of the day, we are still here, right? And we're still able to fight through. So you don't have a choice. Mike is in the building. What's good, bro? You don't have a choice but to get up, get out, get her done. I like saying that since I've been down south. Get her done. I think that's like the countryest thing to say in the world. Get her done. And then I don't know if it's just country or if it's redneckish. I don't really know where that come from, but I just know people say it all the time. They say it all the time. I just got a package in that I need to check, and I'm going to check it online because I can do that. So I'm hoping y'all having a good day. I got my coffee on deck. It's slow motion right now. Slow motion boogie. I need E. Cole to come on. I need Manuel to come on so you can say slow motion, slow roll into a boogie. Something you saying, I don't know. Can't remember that shit. He said something. But yeah, man, I really need a new start for today. I ain't gonna lie, I need a fresh start. My day just getting started. I'm already overwhelmed. I got some stuff. I got so much shit to do. Mike, what's good? You coming on joint today or what? Let me open up this box right here. Open this up online. For all of you who are Mandy, good morning to you. For all of you who are writers, poets, whatever you are, you're not an author yet. You're not a published author yet. Let me say that. These are one of the moments that you look forward to. Let me show you. These are one of the moments you look forward to. When you wake up in the morning and you get to go through your packages, right? Let me show you how this feels. Show you how this feels. IG, y'all get to check it out too. You open up your box. Drinking tea, reading Mayfield was listening to back when. Okay, okay, Mike, I got you. Let me show y'all something. When you wake up in the morning, and this is the first thing that you go to, you get to go through and examine your work, right? Your books. Obviously, you get to count and make sure everything is official. Make sure your count is up to par. But there's no feeling like that, right? To open up your box, and all of your stuff is in there. Yeah, more books. My second book. So I'm waiting on some other. I got more books on the way. But it's just an amazing feeling when you do that, and you get to see all your work. And it's like, no one did this. It's great. Which one of those coming this way? Mike, I'm sending you all three directly from the publisher because for whatever reason, people have been telling me that I'm having to resend people's stuff. And I don't like that. So I'm sending directly from the publisher. And then when you come down, I'll sign them. So I'm sending you all three, but directly from the publisher, okay? Yes, so Mike, I need you to send me your address. Send me your address, and I'm sending you all three directly from the publisher company. And then I'll sign them when you get to me. That way you have them. Yeah, and then I get to go through. So it's really a good feeling when you have your work in your hands. It's really an awesome feeling. It's like nothing better than that. It's a really awesome feeling. Coco's, you're now in the building. What's good? So yeah, how's everybody's morning? How y'all doing, Mike? Mike, are you cooking? Are you coming on? What you doing? I don't know what this morning is going to be, but I know I'm here, and I'm here for whatever's happening. Hopefully, this day is going to be. Mike, don't be playing. Hopefully, this day is going to be a great day. I'm going to do my best to make it. So, I'm going to do my best to make it. You know what I want to talk about today? Diva on Wheels, good morning. Listen, if you missed class last night, my goodness. I'm not at liberty to share some information that we received last night, but but last night's class was so. What I like about the work is it reveals a lot, right? And I don't always do the writing. I don't always write to when I give writing assignments in class. I don't always write to them, but I did write to one last night. Really felt good, man. Really felt good. You really get to live some things that you didn't know. And so the class is talking about writing to heal and how you heal through things that you've been through, tragedies you've been through, different challenges that you've been through. You want to write to you can take all the power from those things. And that's what we did last night. And it was a really, really great feeling to write that out. And then after having it out, reading it back, and then realizing what I'm not what I've been through. I don't even look like what I've been through, but nonetheless, I was there. And it was a really, 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 really good time. Kendra, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
What's happening? How you feeling?
I'm doing well.
Good. I was just talking.
Mike.
Oh, dang. What's happening?
What's up?
Brown people, people of love.
I was just talking about class last night and how refreshing it was to write about some of those things and then not having to tell nobody what it was. Okay. And so I think
turn the TV off.
The challenge is there to keep it hidden and to still be able to direct the message. And it felt really good for me.
Yeah, it did. I love the way I think I said it last night, but when you look back on some things that you've been through, and I think no matter what we do, not saying that what we did was right or trying to justify it, but sometimes in situations you do what you know to do, or you make the best choice for whatever your situation is at the time. And so it allows you to kind of look at it differently because you're looking at it from outside of yourself, if you will. And so it helps to look at it that way because, and to be like, it happened and it's okay. Like, yeah, it happened and it's okay. Like all you can do, you can either stay there, you can stay in it, or you can move forward. You have two choices.
That's it. And those are your only choices. Like you can't do anything about it. You can't change it, right? Yeah. And I think people miss the message in that. Because if you did it, if you went through it, that means if that happens next time, you don't have to go through that route. Yeah. You have another route. And I think people miss the message in that. They miss that the whole idea that, listen, I've been here and I've overcome this thing. Right? No matter what it is, I've overcome it. How because you're still here speaking about it. So you've overcome it. And that's the message. That's the whole thing. You have another chance at it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it trips me out too. And gosh, I had a conversation this morning. And it was about the whole it centered around the Kirk Franklin thing, right? I'm gonna tell y'all, I have not listened to the conversation. I don't care to listen to the conversation because whatever happened between that grown man and his grown son is their business.
Right.
Period. Like it's their business. If his son put it out there, that still does not make it my business, right?
Right.
So I was talking to someone and they felt like it was their business to address it. And so my thing was, how do you feel like you can judge what he did when you have done things too? Like I have heard you say things to your kids and about your kids that if it got out in public, people are going to judge you for it. So tell me what leg you have to stand on to judge it. And then you get mad at me, or they get, the person got mad at me because it's like, oh, well, if you can just say whatever you want to say, where is God in it? What? You saying whatever you want to say?
Huh?
Yes. Like I was so, oh my God, I was just so aggravated. I was just like,
I'm gonna tell you how I feel
They
about
don't know
it.
who God is. That's all that is.
That's of course that's number one.
but yes, they do because they counsel people and they are
They
up
don't know
here.
who God
It's
is.
like if you haven't been in a situation where you've been judged like that for somebody just picking up on some information and then choosing to judge you for it, like you have no idea what that feels like.
Yeah. My
They
oldest son
can.
was born September 1st, 1991. My second son was born February 18th, 1990, and my other son was February 18th, 1992. And so my thing was this: they're grown. My oldest son, he talked to me like I'm just somebody on the street. And you know what? I talk to his ass right back like he's somebody on the streets.
Right.
And I don't give a damn what nobody says. My point is, whatever you and your son are going through is something you have to work through. And that it has nothing to do with anybody else. And if his son decided he want to record that and put that out there, his son is the one that has an issue.
Exactly.
Because there's nowhere in the world nobody's had not talked to them in some ways that they didn't understand over something that they probably did. And I just figured he probably a spoiled kid and he wants something. His dad is like, I'm not giving you nothing until you earn it or something like that. And that's probably what the biggest issue is.
He probably told him, go get a job. I ain't paying you no more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
that's
you
my
gonna
thing
do
is.
that.
Yeah, it's like at 33, this is it. At 33 years old, if you were on the phone with someone who is cussing you out, right? I don't. Whatever age you are, if you're on the phone with someone who is cursing you out, you have the ability, especially as an adult, okay, especially if you're an adult out of this person's house, you have the ability to one, hang up the phone, two, leave the situation, like leave. If you're a child, that's one thing. If you're 10 years old, that's one thing, because if you leave, where you going? But when you're an adult, he had the opportunity to be able to leave the situation.
Right.
So for him to sit there, listen to it, record it, and then put it out there,
I think he set it up to do it.
Exactly.
The whole conversation.
Yeah.
I just
I don't know.
want
I didn't listen to it. I have no idea.
Me either.
I just want
It's nothing to listen
attention.
to. It's a father and son going back and forth with each other. That's basically it.
That's what my thing was. It's their business. Like,
Two
why do you?
grown-ass men.
Yes.
Basically.
So it's like, why do we feel that? And she was like, well, they're public figures. I don't care.
Okay, that's
Just because
nice.
someone's a public figure still doesn't
That's
make it
nice.
your business.
No,
Jesus was a public figure.
Come on, B.
Exactly.
Jesus was a public figure. And he hung out. Well, I don't want to say hang out, but he also went to the prostitutes and stuff and was ministering to them.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And he also told Ben, if I'm gonna revise it to our time, just because a woman has on no clothes or she's showing cleavage doesn't mean that gives you the opportunity to touch her in a way. If you feel that way, then you need to rip your eyes out and go about your business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand the
them.
whole cancel culture thing. Like, we had this conversation. I said, there's no such thing as being canceled. It's what social media is riding with. So you have the people that are riding along just to enjoy the ride because it's hyped up. Then you have those who are like me, I don't give a fuck. And then you have the other ones that are just like, well, da-da-da-da-da. So it's like you got one argument here, and then you got the mutual party that's just like, I don't care about none of this stuff because it's, number one, it's not putting money in my pocket. Number two, it's not putting money in my bank account. Number three, it's not putting money in my hand.
Number four.
So number four, I don't care. Like,
they're not buying your merch.
It's not benefiting me in any way.
Exactly. Who cares? Like, why is this taking up time? And like, why are you getting mad at me over it because I called you out because you're trying to point him out? Like,
people forget that we are
stop
human.
it.
And that's
yes,
why,
like, it doesn't matter. We're all human. We all make mistakes.
That's why
we
today's morning message, well, I didn't like it now that it correlates to each other. Now I realize why he gave it to me the way he gave it to me, because we are all human. At the end of the day, we forget that. We look at superstars and public figures as some of us look up to them as gods, and I'm just like, did you forget that they came out the same way you came out, whether they was cut out, whether they came through the vaginal canal out into the world? Like, I don't get it. I be flabbergasted.
They went to school
because
like you
people,
did.
I can tell you when everyone knows what I'm going through right now, but when I left, it was a huge deal because I am, okay, so, you're a minister and you are this, and and you're that. So it's like, it was a huge deal. And everybody felt like I was supposed to do things to make them feel better. And when I got to the point, I am so serious. Even I'm like, what do you need me to do? Like, what do you need me to say to you to make you feel better about my situation? It's my situation. It's me. I'm the one who's living it. And what decision I make about that is none of your business. I don't have to explain it to you.
And a lot of people don't understand that, because it goes back to the question I asked before. If he was beating your ass, are they still gonna say the same thing?
And if he was bopping
upside your damn head,
a lot of people would.
would it change their viewpoint? Well, marriage is about no. So if I die, you're gonna be at my funeral talking about me, saying, well, she should have left, but she was the main one saying I should have stayed.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you what
I don't know why she stayed so long.
That right there, Mike.
That right there.
What people miss about marriage, people don't understand what marriage is anymore. Stop thinking marriage is about love. It's nothing to do with love. Okay, that's number one. Most people got married before, was not even in love. When they got married. Some people were, but a lot of people that was not the case. And we're talking about where marriage began. Go and look. I'm not doing the homework for y'all. Go find out where marriage came from. That whole concept. It was once upon a time, a man would take a woman, and that's what it was. Okay, I'm not mean physically take her like and take her, rape her and stuff like that. But I mean, he chose her. That was his woman, and that's that. It wasn't, we've been together so long, we have children, we should get married, do the right thing, make her honest, this, that. No, she's honest if she's honest with her goddamn Lord. They got nothing to do with me.
That part right there, do the right thing. Do the right thing.
What's the right thing?
What that mean?
Married and then y'all don't even want to be together anymore. You can't stand each other.
Exactly.
Stupidest thing in the world. Stupidest thing.
Yes, like, and you're unhappy. Like, why would you want to stay in an unhappy situation? It's like you can't live your life for other people. But when people feel like they have the ability to, when they feel like they have a right to your life because they just know certain things, or because they have a certain relationship with you, or it's like, no, this is still my life at the end of the day. You don't have a right to my decisions.
That's right.
You don't have a right to to tell me. You can give me your opinion, and I'll listen to your opinion. I will respect your opinion. But at the end of the day, it's my life and it's my decision. So, yeah, you can get mad about it all you want to. Exactly. And that's the part when you learn how to be happy with yourself, and you're around people who haven't made those same strides, they don't understand it. It's an issue. It's like it's an issue.
You're not happy, boo-boo? I'm sorry you're not happy. Get a life.
Yeah, because then you're the one who is selfish. You're the one who is what? You're selfish. You're not looking out for other people. You're not being obedient to your God. You're not doing this. You're not caring about your children.
That
like, you
part.
get all of it. It's like,
you're not being obedient to God. How do you know what kind of relationship I got with my daddy? How you know what me and my daddy talk about?
I'm doing something right. I'm still breathing.
Thank you. It's like I have a relationship with God just like you do. I listen to God just like you do. I hear his voice just like you do. So don't tell me that
I get yelled at. So
no,
how do you know what kind of relationship I got with my daddy?
Exactly.
He struck me this. He said, "Wake up, Michael." I said, "What's up, God? What's up? You good? What's for breakfast?" I got it. No problem. What you got to do with your God? I don't know. Your God just sitting there like, hey, because God is right there. First of all, God is right there. If you don't know about that, you don't know nothing. You dumb.
Recheck your inbox.
Like that's what I don't get. Like it's because people want to know. No, they want to know everything, and I'm just like, you can't know everything. Like a lot of people want to know about me and my relationship because my relationship it's not out there. Mm-hmm. Like half of people don't know I'm in a relationship, and they're just who's she? They're like, who's she going out with? I would post him, and then just like, oh, she going out with him? wow. A couple of months later, I probably post him again. Oh, they still together? Yeah, mind your business.
Exactly. Exactly. Mind your
Those
business.
who know.
Say it
Those
again,
who are
Kendra.
in the circle of that know. But I didn't mind your business. Sorry,
Yeah.
you didn't get the VIP pass to have access to me.
Mm-hmm.
You could hate from outside of the club because you can't get in.
Yeah, and then they want to take it and talk about it. This a topic. Did you see that so and so posted so and so, and then that was this and that was it's just like
Congratulations, V, for being in a relationship. I
know, right?
Hey,
Marcus, like I didn't know.
I don't matter. I know V. That's all I need to know. You know, we talk. That's cool. That's all that matters. Her merchant's pumping. That's all I need to know. The personal life, that's personal. She got a son. Yeah, okay, cool. Just because you got a relationship with this don't mean you know this. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Oh, I got a Bible. I can read it. So what about it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is. Like that same person, like I tell you they do like relationship counseling. And I think I told V them this, but yeah, my name was up on a board.
wow.
To pray. It was like, oh yeah, we're praying for y'all, for you to get back together.
Huh?
And you know what I did? Do y'all know what I did?
What
I
you
grabbed
do?
an eraser and I took my name off of the board.
I know
Because
that.
it's not going to happen. Because that's not what I want. That's what you want.
That's not healthy for
Let's pray for
you.
let's pray for your strength and your redevelopment of you. That's all I got to do. The rest of that, hey, that's yesterday. That's gone.
Yes, like you can pray for me and you can pray for him. You can pray for our well-being and that all of that. But don't pray. Don't put yourself in a position of praying for something that ain't nobody asked you to pray for. Like
That make no damn sense.
Yes.
Why you want to put me back in an unhappy situation? I'm not happy with that. So I'm not happy with you. So goodbye.
Yes.
It's
Like
always
tell
the
me
ones.
again. Tell me what I need to do to make. Tell me what I need to do to make you feel better about my life. Like what sense does that make?
Why are you
It's always
calling
the
me?
ones like,
God
oh
damn
my
it! Shit.
gosh, why you not with so and so anymore? Because he
What
was
are
a
we supposed to do at
narcissistic
family? Yes, like family
mofo.
events are coming up. How are we supposed to act at family events? And
Act the
how
same
are
way
we
you would
supposed to
act if
act
we were
this? And how
together.
act however you want to act. I don't
What is wrong with people?
care. Huh?
I
What is
don't
wrong with
know. They're
I
just
don't know. It's aggravated me this morning in case y'all can't tell.
I'm glad you found it. Good. I was trying to find a way to send it to you, but I couldn't find it. I'm glad you found it, Julie. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm
Hi,
just
Welcome,
like,
Julie.
real.
check your inboxes. I sent y'all a link if y'all want to come on.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
why you not with so and so anymore? Because he was a narcissistic mofo, and I lost myself, and I couldn't find out who the fuck I was when I looked in the mirror.
Mhm.
But y'all was so cute together. Okay, what looks got to do with it?
Exactly.
You
Nothing.
rather me end up on the news because I killed him and now I'm in a straitjacket because I stayed? Like, come on. I done went Harley Quinn on him and the Joker. Like, stop it.
Yeah, like you have to know when to break something up. Hey, Alicia.
Hey, y'all.
You have to know when it's time to like let something go and like don't exactly, lovely. Like I'm sorry, and it's like well, you can be sorry because I'm fine.
I'm sorry your relationship ended. Okay, I'm happy as hell. I'm about to go get a bottle. You trying to come or you trying to mope? Which one is it?
Yeah, they don't understand it.
Just because misery loves company don't mean you got to open your door to it.
Don't mean you got to open your door.
Yeah.
You know, I think people need to go back to the day when people mind their damn business.
Yes,
People
exactly.
mind their damn business. The more you mind your business, the better life is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was
Oh Lord, y'all, what's up with you, y'all? Why you keep doing this, y'all? Why, y'all? Why?
Yes, twin.
Why, y'all? Why? Real good. Okay, ladies, go on talk. Me and y'all can listen to we in good words.
Mike say he can't get a word in edgewise.
Go ahead, Mike. The floor is yours, Mike.
Huh?
I just had something to say.
Oh, what'd you say? Oh, I mean, I'm just saying with high speed illusion, with supermodel V, with supermodel Lady V, with focus, Kendra, we ain't got shit to say.
We got nothing to say, right? We just here.
What we say gonna be like? What you say? Man, shut up. Anyway, so let's talk about cars, lady. What kind of car y'all drive?
One that work.
Your smart ass. I love you though. It's okay. V,
You want to
what
talk
you
about
drive?
cars?
I don't have a car yet.
I'm trying to dominate the conversation now, so we're gonna talk about cars. Then we're gonna talk about music. What's your favorite music?
Yeah, I always like, what's your go-to song? Like, what song could you play right now to make you put you in a perfect mood right now?
Back to
Quicksand, Moray.
by Curtis Mayfield.
Wait, both of y'all said it at the same time. So.
Mine's better. Back to the World by Curtis Mayfield. It's a real song, not a remix.
My song's not a remix. My song is Quicksand by Moray.
By who?
Quicksand.
Moray.
I don't think I've ever heard that before. I need to listen to it.
I'm about to look it right now.
I'm not surprised Kendra did not hear that before. Kendra, what's your go-to song?
We Are the
It
World.
depends on my mood.
Well, give us one. Drop kick Jesus.
Did you say drop kick Jesus?
Now, gospel music, that's a whole different thing.
So this is funny, but like I truly, so LL Cool J's I'm Bad. Like if I can just put that on anytime and just, that's my song.
Is that
so gospel song is Jessica Reedy Better.
Yeah.
I like that one. My gospel song would have to be, I don't know. So it depends on what kind of mood I'm trying to get myself into.
Speak to My Heart. New York Restoration.
Which one?
Speak to My Heart.
Quicksand for y'all.
Oh, I'm playing it right now on my phone.
Okay.
It sounds scratchy.
Okay.
Okay.
You need to Google it, John.
Right.
It's good. It's a good rap song.
So
It's not a rap song.
I'll check it out later.
Let me tell you what one of Wick's favorite songs is. People Make the World Go Round. No,
yeah, we know that. Oh, we know that.
What is that? Who sings that?
Stylistics.
Stylistics. Yeah. You know that song?
You never seen that? Man,
I probably know it. Let me listen to it.
My
trash
Lord.
Man didn't get my trash today. Oh, why? Because they want more pay.
That's
Oh.
You know that song now?
She heard it before. She just
I know I heard it. I was just like,
yeah, your parents might have been in the church, but they played that song before.
Oh, they played the song live.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I had to hear the lyrics too.
You only heard it once? Like
I talked to your daddy. I know he played it. I talked to your daddy. I know.
Now that's one of the CDs I would have thrown up in the thing, so we wouldn't have to listen to it no more.
I'll put mine in the back. Let me put it
in the attic.
In the attic.
Kendra,
I'm putting it
I was a black movie checklist going.
Like she went.
I was wondering if she went
about.
Oh my gosh.
It was probably a priceless collection of 8 tracks in that attic when it burned when the house burned.
She didn't even realize she was out.
She didn't know. She had a clue.
I saw something go away. I didn't realize it was me though.
She said, I saw something go away.
Listen, I look up and I'm in the middle at the bottom now.
Yeah, girl, that's what I'm talking about. Get it?
I just can't, Kendra. I just can't. I was just. Don't ever tell nobody you put that. That's a classic. You hear me? You know how many children we made?
Anything that my daddy had, if we didn't like it, that's where it was going. After he bought it, we were gonna go to the car and get it out and throw it in the attic.
Whoa! I'm surprised you're still alive.
Ruthless children.
I'm surprised you're still alive. You should be dead and buried. Like, you know.
Oh, he didn't whip us. We would like he'd be riding in the car and he'd be like, "Oh, what happened to that?" And we just all be like,
"Wow."
Nobody was saying it.
Once I see him again, I'm gonna tell him.
Okay,
once I see him
We
again,
didn't know we did it.
I'm gonna tell him. Once I see him
I
again,
would have
I might call him.
because my shit missing.
I might call him right now. I got his number. He gave his number, everything.
Well, he knows now.
Oh, he knows now.
He knows now. We tell him now.
Yeah, now
Thank you so much. Good night to you. She's all in Australia, y'all. So y'all give her a shout out.
Good night,
Australia.
Time to go. Good night.
Listen, my parents would have whooped all 3 of us because they know that they didn't get rid of it. So it had to be one of the kids. And if one of us didn't say it, all of us was getting it.
Exactly. That's how it goes.
I'm not getting in trouble for you. I'm snitching. Fuck out of here. I'm not getting hit for you. Because if I get hit for you, when they be like, all right, I'm finished, and they walk out there, I'm hitting you. Like, we fighting. No way.
Well, we would be in the car.
I would beat your ass in that
I
car.
will
so
beat
they
you.
didn't do that.
Don't you touch a black man,
You
CD.
sitting over there in the corner, like pinching them, like shit.
Mhm. You know how you in school, you been wait for 3 o'clock.
Oh, so y'all used to wait. We didn't wait.
I was
Wait in
about
the
to say, what's
bathroom at 3
waiting?
o'clock.
Era. We was
Listen,
not waiting for 3 o'clock. It was on site. Wherever on site happened to have been, that's where it was gonna be it.
you be in the lunchroom, you be like, wait till.
But see, that kid gets sick about 2 o'clock and go home early.
That's okay. Then we get him tomorrow. Then
That's, that's all. That don't happen.
I
Oh, man,
think
what
at
happened
your
to you,
house,
man?
Me, I was
having a
that kid who
conversation
got
with
sent
your
home.
mama. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
want to
Kendra,
say
she
their
gone.
friends.
Kendra, I think your parents went with you to class.
They didn't.
They sat right there with you.
They never had to go to school with me.
Mm.
So why people in school didn't like y'all?
Cause they take
was
everything.
ugly.
Huh? Well, most people, because they felt like we were,
Uppity.
which
Yeah.
Privilege.
yeah, what we weren't. It wasn't. I was never that way. But you know, if you have nice,
So
you know,
an uppity
we had
person
nicer
will
things
never tell
growing
you
up.
that they
You
was
know what I'm
uppity
saying? So
because they
people
don't know
had
they
an
was
issue with
uppity.
that.
Exactly.
But
An
I will
uppity
say
person
so.
will never tell you they was uppity.
But I wasn't. But if you called, like when people called me, if you
Kendra,
called
you
me a B,
uppity
right?
on this
Then I
call.
was gonna act like a B. I would always say I'm gonna be the best one. So if somebody called me a B, then I acted like a B towards them. Yeah.
That
You
ain't
are
got with being a B. Ain't got nothing to do with being uppity. Like,
Yep.
At all.
No, but that's what it was. That's what they felt like. That's what they used to call us all the time. So that's just
Okay.
Kendra,
I got a
did
few
you
questions.
play in the dirt?
huh?
Got a
You
few
play in the
questions
dirt?
for you.
yeah, she said
Oh,
she was
yeah.
a boy.
Yeah, I was
Real
a
dirt?
tomboy. Yeah.
Really?
Let me
I
ask
was
you
very
this.
quiet. I have always been quiet.
What happened? You
Let me
changed. Oh, no. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Have your lights ever been out?
What? No.
Have
In the
your
house, in your
power
parents' house.
when you was a kid ever been out?
No, but who know? But okay, but at school you don't know that. I'm just saying at school you don't know that stuff.
No, we just
I'm
asking
asking
questions.
questions. I'm asking questions.
No.
Did you only have one pair of sneakers to last you throughout the year of school?
No.
No.
Mm.
Did your church shoes ever get scuffed up and you just had to wear them anyway?
Why are we grilling me about that?
Well, I'm just trying to
that's
tell
not-
you, nigga,
That
y'all was
still
up.
doesn't have an effect. Okay, so but that doesn't give somebody a right to try to be mean to you.
Oh, I'm not
Well,
saying that
see,
it was right.
they other people had to struggle. Y'all didn't struggle that much, so to
Right.
them, you uppity.
That's not my fault.
No, we just saying.
No, like,
That's
even
not my
that.
fault, Big Willie.
It's not even that. It's the energy that come up off of you
Yeah.
when people around. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't them judging you by your living standards or whatever. It's just that they have a perceived notion of how you are when you're around them, of how you are or how you could be. And then
Yeah, because I have always been very quiet, always. And I mean, some of my friends, like a couple of my friends, they're like that. Like I don't really hang around people that hung around in high school because to me that they were always like that. They were kind of, like and so I don't like that's not. I don't brag about anything that I have. I never have bragged about anything that I have.
Kendra, y'all was friends though, right? Y'all just not friends now, but in high school y'all was friends.
Oh yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Now I can.
You caught that.
Huh? Said the last part.
She said, "Birds of a feather flock together. All you
Oh.
uppity jokers hang out together."
No, but that's how we. Okay.
We're not mad at you, Kendra.
No,
We
I'm
should.
just saying so just like we're
Because I was
around
uppity,
right?
I know I was uppity, and I don't give two shits about it. I'm
But
still
I
uppity
wasn't
today.
uppity. I don't think I was. But when you grow up, you have.
don't think you
still not
was.
understanding what he had just said.
You still
An
in
uppity
denial.
person won't tell you they uppity. I'm going to be that uppity person and tell you I know I was uppity. I know I had it good. I was eating steaks for dinner like it was regular. I was going on trips like it was nothing. Took a cross-country trip from South Carolina to Los Angeles, and I thought this was everyday life until I got back to the country, and they said, "We ain't been outside this little town." And I said, "Oh, well, that sounds like a personal problem."
So sorry for you.
Exactly.
I
I know
wish-
I was uppity, and I'm okay with that.
I wish I was uppity.
Now we grew up like that too. I'm like, I don't think I don't think I saw a lot of the stuff like you said, Lady V. Like I didn't know that this wasn't normal until I had like a friend of mine who literally she lived around the corner and they lived nothing like we live. I'm like, so I was like, this ain't normal because my whole family pretty much was, like the same way, except for one of my cousins. Well, yeah, and they pretty much still was the same way. So I was like, we had no idea that wasn't normal life. Because my parents both were lieutenant colonels in the military, so we didn't have
lieutenant what?
Lieutenant colonels in the military.
Both of them?
Yeah, they were both lieutenant colonels.
Goddamn.
Yeah, so we didn't know nothing. We didn't know that
you ain't supposed to know shit.
Yeah, like we didn't have.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we were very sheltered, but I mean, people will find a reason not to like you if they think that you're cuter than they are. If they think that it's just whatever.
Right.
Yeah. And the fact that you had more than one pair of shoes, they didn't like you.
The fact that both your parents was living together.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, my whole block.
Because both I lived in a 2-parent household, and my parents came home at night.
Yeah.
Yep.
I took me in bed. We went to church together. People didn't like me because of that, but like that was my everyday life. That don't mean
right. You said poverty was good. Poverty is not normal. That's right. And it shouldn't be looked at as that thing like that we don't recognize. And I think just because when we kids, we're not privy to a lot of the things. Like I know we weren't quite sheltered because we had friends that that weren't on the same living status as we were. So I wasn't so sheltered to not notice it, but I didn't notice it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just, and I felt I would say that I had a certain amount of privilege. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a certain amount of privilege that just made me really not pay attention to a lot of those things until I started to be a teenager. And then I really was like looking at my friends' life and then my life. And it was like real, it was just very different.
Yeah. 2 lieutenant colonels changed the world. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I used to almost dread hearing my friends' fathers call them to come in the house, or father coming from work and they could run up to their pops, and I couldn't do it. That bothered me a lot. You know what I mean? Like to not have that. And so that's what caused so much disturbance between my son's mother and I because of some things that happened that I didn't like, because I wanted my sons to be able to be walking from school and I'm just right there coming down the block and they can run up to me like I just see my friends do with their pops. So to not have that shit bothered me. That's why my daughter, I was at her school all the time. I picked her up. I went to meetings, whatever it was. It was so bad that the teachers and them asked my daughter, "Do you live with your dad or you live with your parents still together?" I had to cuss a few of them out to mind their damn thing.
Right, it's none of their business.
Don't see black men like that in the schools. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to make sure that my children don't have to worry about, damn, I don't ever get to see my pops, because that is not a good feeling. That is
and that's one of those things, like, so by me growing up with my dad, because I had my stepdad, which is who I lived with, and then my dad who adopted me with my mama. So I had 2 daddies. So, like I never was without a father figure. And, like present in a home, whether I went to visit him, my dad, or whether I was at home. So for me to have my children and then their dad, like their dad is not immediately there, that's like a turnaround for me. And that's not a normal thing to me. Because I'm like, this shouldn't be. I didn't grow up like that. So I don't even know what that looks like. And so I always try to talk to my kids and ask them how they feel, because, because that actually wasn't normal for them, in the beginning. It wasn't a thing that they ever really had to grow up with. But, life happens and stuff. And then so it ends up being that thing. And then, now, like I always say, I always advocate for counseling, especially for children when they going through certain things. Because my kids have seen a lot of things, so I always make sure that either if like they were in a counseling program, so we didn't get in, we got out of it, and I'm trying to find them another one. But even me just talking to them and saying, "Listen, tell me how you feeling." How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? Like, does that bother you when you see this and when you see that? Because we never know. Like, they'll keep it all inside. I know it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it bothers me for them. to not be able to have that, that stability in seeing two people constantly with each other and having a household. And I don't want them to affect them in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad, to this day, he is still that dad who was the dad for anybody who didn't have one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody came to my house, or any of my friends, whatever, if their dads were, whatever the situation was, my parents are they're like these. I'm like, can we stop adopting people? Can you stop taking care of people? Like, you got us, we're your blood kids. But that's who they were. So it was like, they would do anything for anybody. Still to this day, they're the same way.
I knew I was different when I found about free or reduced lunch, and then I found out that I couldn't get it because my parents made too much money.
Oh shit!
And I said,
shit.
But this one
I took a bag lunch to school.
75 cents when it cost them 50 cents. Like, how do you get the 50 cent lunch?
Let me tell you something about that. I didn't realize that until high school, when people who had money would actually rather give me $2 or something for my free. They give you $10 for the free lunch tickets, and I could just go ahead and report mine's missing and get another pack. And so then I realized then that I didn't know people was paying for lunch. I ain't never paid for lunch in school. But I lost my lunch ticket, and I went up to the counter, and that lady was like 60 cents or something like that. I was like, what?
Wait a minute, you gotta pay for that?
You gotta pay for this shit?
Yeah. I was like, man, and this was in high school. Luckily,
Let me tell y'all
that day, because I would have really been embarrassed walking out of there empty-handed.
Your parents had to work the system, okay? Because we still got free and reduced lunch, and we had it, so we still got it.
I didn't get it to my senior year when we only used one income. We put both incomes on.
During COVID, right? So everybody, and I don't know if this was, I don't know how big the program was, because I have Madison, and Madison is, the situation with her through DSS or whatever. So because I had her, everybody, I don't know, I guess any kid who got those programs in school
they got that food stamp card.
The cards. Girl, I was like, hey. I was so happy. As a matter of fact, I had misplaced it, and I found it last week. I went to the store. It ain't nothing like going to the store and buying stuff, but it ain't your money.
Let me tell you something. I remember in New York City, you would rush to the Chinese restaurant with that food stamp book.
Chinese?
Yes, Chinese restaurants in New York City took food stamp. And we
depending on what neighborhood.
How they do that?
They bought their food with it.
It's like beating the system, basically.
Yeah.
They feel like you're playing food.
Because certain stuff you're not supposed to get with your food stamp store.
Right.
But if you go into certain stores, you could get hot and cold food.
Yeah.
But certain stores would be like, no, you could just get cold food, like sandwiches and stuff. You could just get that. But you got, you go into the store, yo, what's up, my man? Yeah. Can I get this? Can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese? Can I get a sandwich? Oh, get my food stamp card.
And then they just sell it like as regular food. Then. They ring it up.
Some stores here, they sell you alcohol on your food stamp card.
Yep.
They'll ring it at it. Oh yeah. Some of them
I'm coming.
They'll ring it up at something else.
So you on the way, G?
Look, like one day because I didn't think that they were still doing this. This probably was about maybe 3 years ago when I first came back home, and I went in the store to go get some. I went to go get, I think, 2 bottles of Amsterdam, and I bought some other stuff. Homeboy rang all that shit up on my food stamp card. I was like, "Hey, look, let me get some more. Can I get a little bit more?" Because they normally don't do it. Like, I know for us during hurricane season, they'll let us buy hot food on, food stamps. But if we've had a hurricane or something, and whatever, so they'll let you buy hot food, with your food stamp card. But other than that, they've been cracking down on a lot of that stuff because people have been, doing the wrong thing. Because see, I'm mad. We can't even get no crawfish no more on food stamps, and that just.
Why can't you get crawfish?
Lady V, I like the picture behind you.
Because they're hot. It's hot food.
Oh, they serve them hot?
Look at that right there. That's who did that for you? That's
to eat the soggy peanut butter sandwich.
You did that?
I did it.
Oh, see, we got to talk.
See,
Who did what?
That's when you get mad.
The McDonald's?
Skills.
Yeah, I didn't like when people got, because McDonald's really used to be good food back in the day.
God,
That junk make me throw up now.
Yeah,
I remember when
30 years ago.
McDonald's, you could have like a little birthday
10 minutes later,
party
you going in the bathroom.
at McDonald's, and you get the ice cream.
Yeah.
No, y'all know what was even better, and I know like some of y'all might remember this when Burger King had a Playland and they had the little the cheeseburger, and you used to go inside and you actually was able to play at Burger King. I'm like, and then they fucked up everybody else's childhood because they didn't get to have none of that shit.
Now I remember when Burger King had this apple dumpling dessert thingy. Did y'all have that? Listen, Burger King had a dessert that was like a hot apple dumpling. I mean, I'm going
like an apple turnover.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
It was covered in this cinnamon.
Yeah.
My God, it was so good. Mike, you know what I'm talking about.
So Arby's has the best.
Arby's had turnovers like that too. Yeah.
Arby's has the best turnovers. To this, they still have the best turnovers.
I don't know.
Hardee's had the best apple pies back in the day.
Hardee's
apple pies used to be, yes, when you go to Hardee's, not now, back in the day. You used to go to Hardee's and they had but they would have so much cinnamon sprinkled on top of their apple pies. Oh my God, it was so good.
I'm gonna tell you why I started eating at Hardee's. The guy got caught masturbating in the mayonnaise, and they called him on that. I never ate Hardee's again ever after that. It was all on the news.
Okay, I'm done. I can't. There were 2 Hardee's. I can't go neither one of them now. You done fucked it up for me now.
Yeah, listen, when they
Oh
caught
my
him
God.
doing that in the mayonnaise.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
We didn't do fast food like that growing up.
Yeah,
I think I'm about to tell everybody whenever I go somewhere, give me mayonnaise packs. Period.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise pack.
Yeah.
just don't eat like because don't get like a pre-made tuna salad or.
What was he calling that? Miracle Whip?
I don't like no.
Listen, quiet as it's kept. I don't eat spaghetti from every place.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't eat spaghetti from
I'll
every
make some
place.
for you.
Or
You
lasagna.
eat that. I'll
Okay,
make
so
some.
have I told y'all the spaghetti thing? Well, yeah, that did. We had that conversation. Lady B, do you know the spaghetti thing?
I don't know the spaghetti thing either.
They tell men, like men say that they don't eat, that you're not supposed to eat spaghetti from a woman.
You know how much I side-eye that shit.
Oh, you talking about when they
That's weird to me. I am like, I've never heard of this. I just recently heard that for the first time. I was like, who does that? So y'all don't know what the story is? Johnny,
I know what it is. I know what you're talking about. But
we can use context.
I'm like, who would do that? That's just
listen, if you never mind, let me shut up.
I don't even want to eat food right now. I done ruined my whole motherfucking appetite.
I'm gonna say, if you got to do all of that, first of all, you have no idea what you are inviting if that's what you want to do. You have no idea. Because once that happens, bro, that is so bad. Like that could end up tragic.
Oh, tell the story. Shit, I don't know
what if you put it in there?
Mike, you know what they talking about?
So
listen, when you do anything with blood, period. I don't care if it's animal blood.
That was a pun.
If it's sacrificial blood, if it's period blood. Anytime you're doing blood magic or blood anything, like you're in a negative way. I'm not talking about like for, certain things, and I'm not gonna go too deep into that. But like when you're talking on that level, you're asking for shit that you don't want to fuck with, and that's the problem with a lot of these young people out here and old folks too. They read one book or they see some TikTok shit on WitchTok, and next thing you know, they binding themselves to somebody and don't even know what the fuck they doing, and wondering why they have whole life in chaos, and everybody around them in chaos, getting car accidents and doing dumb shit.
Wondering why somebody can't leave them.
Right. Why somebody just drop dead like that? Like, come on, yo.
Wait, Mike don't know what y'all talking about. So
I made pasta yesterday. Open book.
People,
she made a pun.
There's women that put period blood in spaghetti.
Yeah.
To try and bind
Keep the
themselves.
man.
I had never heard of that before. I don't
That's
even
why they say,
understand why
like, when
you
you
do
have
that.
sex on your period or doing things like that, like, I'm being real, like, it's binding. No, y'all laughing, but this shit's real.
No, I'm laughing.
No,
Kim just said, no, she never heard it before. I said, I'm not surprised.
No, look, and that's what you don't fuck with it. Period.
Yeah, I don't understand why you would do that. It's like
anything dealing with blood, you're not supposed to do, and I don't think people understand that. Like,
I mean, like, if it's your thing, but just be mindful of.
Why?
Be
I called you
mindful
sex.
of
What you
it.
put me out for? Damn. I'm just saying.
But this is the reason why you thoroughly cook your food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't.
This is why you don't eat in everybody's
Who
house.
got time to be sticking it? Never mind.
yeah, like who does? That's what I'm thinking. Like, who would go through that? That's just disgusting.
Who's the first woman
And then
to
do
be
you
like,
eat it? So let me ask. So do they eat the spaghetti?
I mean, if it's you and you eating your own spaghetti, y'all.
Like if I did that, I'm telling you, I wouldn't eat it. I'm like, I'm not eating that.
I'm not about to collect that. Can we start there? Can we start
right,
there?
right.
That's
what I'm trying to say. What we taking, the tampons or squeezing?
I know, like that's another question, because it's just like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna sit? You gonna sit for a long time, then get up and do the hold up, and then have a cup right there? Like,
I know people that like collect their blood for various reasons. I get it, right?
Yeah.
But like to have the mindset to be like, oh, a little thyme sweetening, little oregano, little period blood. Like, who thinks that?
That's lovely.
Like a little what is it?
I want to know
who was the first one to be like,
I got
this motherfucker today. Like, listen, women, men too, whoever. If they don't want to stay, they ain't gonna stay. Let them go.
Right.
Shut up,
I'm trying to tie your ass to some deadbeat, no good.
So let me ask you this one. What about buried drawers in the front lawn?
I've never heard of that either.
We know, Kendra.
Kendra, you gotta say no. We understand. We already know.
How are you burying drawers? What is that?
My mom would always tell me, don't leave your drawers at nobody's house. Don't leave your drawers. Don't leave them with the picture of yourself. Don't leave your hair. Don't leave your toothbrush.
Yeah, my grandma will be quick to say, don't
leave your hair.
I guess you better drawers like the dog's very bone.
When you get your hair done, when you cut your hair or do stuff like that or clean out your brush, you gotta wrap it in paper or burn it. Right?
Burn it. I light it on fire.
Yeah, my was mother would burn it when she.
You don't want to like. You know how some people like. I used to like do silly stuff like and throw it out the window. She was like, don't do that.
Why are you burying drawers?
It just
to give the dog's bone something to play with.
Not be able to walk away. Like it keeps them tied to that, that place. You laughing, but that'll be the same thing.
I'm going to Walmart and get another pair. I'm good.
Not walk to Walmart and get a
Yeah, I'm good.
They get back like, excuse me, where are my drawers? Oh, they're buried in my front yard.
Only skinny bitches drawers. Big bitches gotta pay too much for these damn extra material to cover their ass. I
got to pay my trunk. I'm
and
good.
bury them. I don't even like if my drawers ended up somewhere and I can't get them bitches back. No. Give me my
Send them back, FedEx.
Let me send you the shipping and handling because these drawers, if not shape.
Bitches tucked in your hand.
Walk into any Ashley Stewart, Lane Bryant, Torrid, them drawers start at $14.99 for one.
That's how I feel about my bra.
Yes, yeah. Don't even think about leaving your bra nowhere because that's even worse. That's like a whole out. That's like you can buy a whole outfit.
Stand outside your house with a machete, like, give me my bra back, because that bra was like $50. That bra was $50.
What if it's the one with the underwire sticking out all the time?
It don't matter if you take that underwire.
Give me I can stick my underwire back in.
You want this bag? Come and get it.
That's gonna get you shot.
Listen,
I didn't ask to have big titties.
Good bra. If it's a good bra, ooh, you better not.
Yo,
better
a
not.
If it's good,
costs
it's full
$80.
coverage, and it doesn't suffocate you when you wear it, I'm going to kill you if you got my shit.
Right.
One use
I
measuring cups.
I did not know good bra cost you $80.
Yes.
Yes. That's a cheap good bra.
That's a reasonable good bra.
Good
Right.
bra.
That's just for one.
Yeah, right. For
Yeah, I have to wait till I get coupons. I'm like,
Why
I
you
need a
think?
coupon.
Why you think?
We know,
you always
Kendra. We know, Kendra.
There's a
Kendra,
sale
we already
going
know.
on in such
Wait
and
till
such.
Victoria's Secret have their coupons. I'm good.
2 for such and such.
My
Oh, you
thing
can
is,
go to
I'm like,
Victoria's Secret.
Shout out all your big city friends.
for that
All your
price,
big
my
city
nipples
friends.
would be at my waistline. I would just let them hang all day.
No, sir.
No,
That's not
No,
comfortable.
sir.
no.
That's not comfortable.
That's a nice bottle of something to drink.
why I like
You know,
sales.
slow.
Yeah.
That's
A
what
nice
y'all
bra to
got
do
titties.
what? Something to drink slow.
That's a nice
Got titties.
price for something to drink slow. What your bra costs.
Catch up, Kendra. We can ready to close the show. Catch up.
Hello, Kendra. Welcome to
Drink
the
slow.
Kendra, I told you I'm a bodyguard. Leave her alone.
You ain't around long to be a bodyguard. You gotta stay with 24 hours, because she 24 hours silly.
All right.
She said we're talking about
spaghetti. Yeah, spaghetti and pure blood, yes.
it's all mixed in together. Now we're talking about.
If you be
Bras.
my bodyguard, I would be your long
Listen.
hair.
Still don't
Now she
Still
might
talking
take
about the
some
bra.
out
Is
of
Still
her
understand
freaking
about
little
Pay for a
spaghetti.
bra for your boobies?
She still
Is
understand. What's going on, Kendra? Are you all right?
that what he's saying?
Kendra is hilarious.
Kendra, what time
No, is that what you're trying to say? That's a lot to, like you're saying it's a cup, so you're supposed to, it's to drink a boob.
What you drinking, Mike? You got some alcohol in
I'm
Our
drinking
boobies got milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he mean is something to drink.
Mine don't.
No.
Mine don't have
I said
milk.
for the price
Mine
of
don't
milk,
have
I
no
can
milk
go
no more.
store buy me a good drink.
That's it's powdered. If it's milk, it's powdered.
What I said
Ain't got
was,
no powder,
for the price
no
of your
milk, no
bra,
nothing.
I can go to the liquor store buy me a good bottle. That's what I said, Kendra.
Oh no,
Yeah, but the problem with that is once the bottle's empty, you can't use it no more. At least a bra, you can keep wearing it.
I'm just saying for the price of the bar of the bra, I could buy, a bottle.
Oh, okay.
That powdered milk. Shut up, John.
I didn't say
all
it.
the news just said powdered milk.
Was that your milk? It's dust now. What's going on? Hey,
Listen, all you gotta do is add some water to it to reconcentrate it.
You want powdered milk. I don't want to think about that shit no more ever again.
Listen.
I grew up on that shit.
Was that powdered milk or the talcum powder?
That's the nastiest shit in the world, too. I don't care how much sugar.
Nasty. You gotta.
No,
It's nasty. Breast milk?
You take a bath in it. That's the only thing you use. That
Right.
Powdered milk.
Right.
You talking about powdered milk, Kendra?
So you tasted the breast milk?
Kendra, you got to pay attention,
I
baby.
actually did.
Joe talk about breast milk.
No.
Okay.
People they want to suck on them titties when them. Matter of fact, you got breast milk now, John. You better go get $1 million drink right there. You better fuck that. You and me to be on 101.
Let me close this down. Hold on a second. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's always great being here.
Oh my God.
Come back up because y'all crazy.
I love y'all.
Y'all be good to yourself. Today's the best day to be the best you can. So get out and be amazing. Let this world know that you are amazing and fantastic. I will see y'all
Wednesday.
same time tomorrow.
1 o'clock. Ain't right.
Keep it love.
Wednesday.
Blessings.
1 o'clock.